Big life update. I got laid off yesterday. In all seriousness, yes, I did get laid off. Unfortunately, 12,000 people got laid off at Google yesterday. So if you didn't know that I worked at Google, I've been there for almost 4 years. I'm a technical recruiter, or I guess I should say I was a technical recruiter.
I was part of the Google layoff on Friday. I was working there for over 9 years. I'm also 6 months pregnant. This is decaf. This is not how I thought my career at Google would come to an end.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I was just laid off today by the Big Daddy G, that engineering software tool that everybody uses with 2 zeros in the middle of.
Employees at Google demand psychological safety from their bosses. If you all remember, Google decided to poach about 12,000 workers within a very short period of time. Now employees are worried they can be next. In my entire life, I have never seen a situation like this. So on this clip, we are going to take an exclusive look into what is going on exactly. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, why not share this video?
Big life update. I got laid off yesterday. In all seriousness, yes, I did get laid off. Unfortunately, 12,000 people got laid off at Google yesterday. So if you didn't know that I worked at Google, I've been there for almost 4 years. I'm a technical recruiter, or I guess I should say I was a technical recruiter.
I was part of the Google layoff on Friday. I was working there for over 9 years. I'm also 6 months pregnant. This is decaf. This is not how I thought my career at Google would come to an end.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I was just laid off today by the Big Daddy G, that engineering software tool that everybody uses with 2 zeros in the middle of those G's, L-E, you know?
These Google layoffs were quite significant. To set the table for this was Google's strategy, is to make it so good to work there that you would never think of leaving, or it'd be very difficult to leave.
Yeah.
Google created the culture of entitlement in Silicon Valley. They said, let's make a campus. Let's provide Neiman Ranch steaks. Let's put an infinite swimming pool in and volleyball. You don't even have to grow up. You can be Peter Pan here, give you dinner, go all in, and don't worry about doing any other work. It was cynical, right, to get you to work more. And it was also a result of them having a money printing machine. They never had to think about costs because, my Lord, so many people were using Google and so many people were clicking on ads that the spend for that business was largely irrelevant. For them to then cut people off was shocking to those people. But for the rest of the world, or even the rest of tech, a lot of people are watching.
If you are new to my channel, you realize I tackle a lot of topics, especially the mainstream media won't cover. So when you see some kind of videos, you just have to understand that is what I have been doing for the past 2 years. This mostly goes to my new subscribers. There is something in life I learned, that good times don't last forever. And when things bounce at you, you come back to your real senses. I have seen a lot of videos where these people usually do at work, how they lazy around. At the end of the day, they still collect a huge sum of money. Years ago, you have to visit a far-left college campus to hear people talking about needing a safe space, but these snowflakes have grown up and now they are in the workforce. Google recently laid off about 12,000 employees, and the workers will still have their jobs and demanding psychological safety from their bosses. Seriously. According to this article from the Gateway Pundit, Google employees who survived the company's recent purge of 12,000 of their now former colleagues greet executives during a tense all-hands meeting on Monday, anxiously demanding assurance that their jobs aren't next on the chopping block. One Google employee based in the UK told management that psychological safety is paramount after parent company Alphabet shared around 6% of its full-time workforce. The employees were outraged that among those who let go by Google were high performers and people on immigration visas. How are we supposed to ever feel safe again?
Life working from the Google LA office. I always grab some candy from the reception before heading in. This used to be an old aircraft hangar, so the decorations hanging from the ceiling kind of looks like an aircraft flying in. Before it was a Google office, this aircraft hangar belonged to Howard Hughes, so there's tons of memorabilia. Next, I'm going to pass by these art installations. They're a really good photo op, or you can sit in there and get some work done. I'm going to head to the coffee shop to grab some coffee and a fruit cup since I missed breakfast, and then I'm heading over to this butterfly-themed room to take my first meeting. Then I'm going to head over to the confetti room to take my next meeting. It's so sparkly and beautiful in here. I love that a lot of our rooms are themed. Then I'm going to grab my two favorite drinks, which is this green tea and coconut water. Next, I'm going to go upstairs and grab some lunch. They always have pizza and a variety of different vegetables and meat. The food is always really good, and of course, everything you see in the office is free. On my way out of the cafe, I ran into a doogler, which is a dog googler, and ran into some ghosts. When they were renovating the office, there were a lot of spooky stories from the crew, so there's a whole area in the office where you can listen to them. Then I got more work done and headed over to the massage chairs to wrap up my day. Let me know what you want to see next.
A day in my life getting laid off at Google. So I woke up to this really ominous text from my boss, and I honestly had no idea what it was going to be about, so I called her the minute I woke up and saw this, and she told me to check the news and my email. So I rushed downstairs to find out that I had lost access to basically everything. I couldn't log into my email or even check my calendar. Feel free to follow along.
Here's a day in the life working at Google as an account strategist in LA. The office parking lot was actually so full today that I had to valet my car, which was free. As soon as I walked in, I grabbed my breakfast for today, which is going to be this iced coffee and a banana. Got to work for a few hours. Then I decided to walk over to the nap room, which yes, Google has nap rooms, and people actually use them. There's a full-on futon in here, some comfy blankets and pillows. After a quick 5-minute break, I got back to work for a few more hours and then decided to walk over to lunch. Here's the little snack area. And I saw someone comment in my last video, yes, all of these snacks and drinks and food are free, which is amazing. But I decided not to grab anything and just go to the salad bar, so I made my own little salad with some cucumbers, quinoa, and chicken. And then I went with the strawberry balsamic dressing and added some croutons and a side of berries, of course. And then after lunch, I had a team meeting in the Harry Potter conference room. This is by far my favorite conference room in the entire office. Look at this cool Hogwarts book. And then after work, we had a team dinner, so we just headed over to this Mexican restaurant down the street. The drinks and the food were 10 out of 10. And that's it for today, so follow for more.
The left is full of hate and racism part 3. And please follow this backup account because the left likes to get me banned for exposing them. Are you happy distanced from your family and roots, closer to the boots of your oppressor? Asians are way more racist towards blacks than whites because of white supremacy. White mother, I see. Most are white, dummy. Don't worry, you'll find a white man to love you, mini Candace Owens. I think your next video will be about how white you are. Anyone attacking a punished, period. It's that simple without using your self-hate and pandering for white validation. Here's the thing, they still won't accept your black ASS. I guess this is what you have in mind. Girl, cover up that 12 head. You are really on your feelings that the black race don't want you and the white race only uses you. Sad